Hello everybody and welcome back to This is the Police. The Freeburg Tribune says that senior citizens empty pharmacies across. The Golden Bird says Freeburg abandons drinking fountains. And the Fact says bike ride in the city center. And it looks like we have this now. City Hall is real pissed at us. Alright, we need to start doing some things for City Hall, because City Hall is real mad at us. Chief, my son came down with a serious illness. I think I better take off. Alright, yeah, that's just being a mom. DeBrito's real tired. My brother went hiking in the woods and have disappeared. Okay, yeah, fine. There's a big sale going on? No. Right, what have we listened to? We listened to this? Fire in the Brain. I think we have listened to Fire in the Brain. Blues for Mr. T. Sure. Bruno Savini turned out to be a member of a gang known as the Atala Funeral Home. He could help you take down the gang if you make him an informant. Okay. Chief, the suspect is denying anything. If we want to get this guy's boss, we have to loosen his tongue. Proceed. Interrogate. We prepared a profile on the suspect. The information we have gathered will help you identify his weak points and use them during the interrogation. When asking questions, be careful. If you screw up too many times, the suspect will likely refuse to cooperate, and then will either have to give up or resort to extreme measures. Bruno Savini, male, 18 years old. Medical examiner. Subject suffers from phonophobia. Once hospitalized for electrical burns, since he since then avoids electricity. So phonophobia must be fear of electricity. Efforts by psychologists to help him deal with his childhood traumas have proven unsuccessful. Additional info. As a child, Bruno Savini was a competitive swimmer and placed in dozens of competitions. He gave up the sport after an unpleasant experience. After he finished swimming lessons one evening, some girls locked him inside a locker and left him alone there all night. Since then, he has repeatedly appealed to psychologists to help him with his fear of dark and closed spaces. He's also regularly exposed to violence at home. After the death of his parents in an automobile accident, Bruno Savini dedicated himself to his studies and graduated high school with honors. He received a scholarship to a prestigious college, where he was counted as one of the 3 best students. He also took several side jobs when he was in school. One of those jobs at Atala Funeral Home, he met Dante Gambino. They have since grown close. Mr. Gambino has assisted Savini in the past, bailing him out when Savini got into minor jams. He's even listed as Savini's emergency contact. Who do you deliver drugs for? Who do you work for? I've always wanted great hair. Who do you deliver drugs for? I work for myself, pig. Okay, we already know you're one with Dante Gambino. He worked for you, or is it the other way around? How about you simplify your life and help us out a little bit? Your mother isn't happy about what's going on here. She's just called the police station in tears. His mother is dead. Listen, you're young and clever. If you help us, we'll help you. We'll put in a good word for you. You might even get to go to college after all. He did go to college, so it's gotta be that one. This is the first time I'm hearing that name. You are lying. Dante Gambino adopted you after the death of your parents. He's your new daddy! You're lying. Dante Gambino repeatedly bailed you out of here. You'd be a fool to deny it. We record everything. You're lying. This envelope contains photos from a surveillance camera showing you buying drugs from Dante Gambino. You're lying. I can't prove it, but I can smell a liar. I think it has to be this one. Okay, fine. I'll tell you what you want. Okay, I'll tell you everything. It was Dante Gambino. I got the drugs from him. I just did what he asked. Let's start to investigate Dante Gambino. Damn it! Alright, so... Who could we send to this? Delozar and Sandstrom, I think, are not on cases. They're both on this one. So we'll take Sandstrom off. God, we need another detective. For Klausner. And for Woodard. Share that with your staff. Disorderly conduct at the city center. A bus driver just called in reporting that a group of teenagers were running down the street throwing stones at the shop windows. A man told them to stop, but for his trouble he was struck in the head by a rock. Alright. Simpson, Pingchin, you're headed out. This is Ping Chin, right? Ping Chin, yes. Situation is more serious than we thought. Requesting reinforcements? Alright. White and Dixon, head on out. Alright. Dante Gambino is an old and reliable employee of the Atala Funeral Home. His job is to import and distribute drugs. The cocaine is stored in a metal urn normally used for ashes. The office is open from 8 a.m. to 8 p.m. The goods are brought through the main entrance after closing time. A truck filled with urns comes twice a month. The driver moves boxes filled with product inside the funeral home. The drug-filled urns are stored in a fireproof cabinet in the office of Federico Laterza, the owner of the whole operation. Dante Gambino keeps a key to her office, which he wears on a big chain with lots of other keys. You know what? We want to get some of these guys off. The theft. Okay, that's this one. I want to finish this one. So what we're going to do is we're going to take off of all of our other cases. And we're going to put all of our detectives on just, like, one of them. So that we can, you know, get some of these out of here. Hopefully very quickly.
9/11 in progress.
Some of the items went missing at the home of Veronica Long. Items worth over $10,000. A friend of mine were sitting together in the evening drinking wine, and on a lark, Clara said we should try on my jewels. We had fun putting on rings and necklaces, trying different things together, and then we set everything back in the box. My friend went home, and I decided to look at my jewelry one more time. That's when I noticed 4 rings were missing. I was literally wearing them an hour ago. They were very expensive and have been in my family for generations. Alright, Everett Stovall, head on out there.
210, complete.
Good job, guys. Come on back. We gotta get Markiplier some stripes.
Officer on
The police arrived at Clara Long's residence. Her husband opened the door. She shot a look at the police and ran away down the hall, but soon returned and sat on the sofa. Asked for tea and calmly interrogate the couple. Ordered the woman immediately to bring out the stolen items.
9/11.
Good job, guys! We found jewelry. We better bring that to the police station, because we were asked to retrieve that.
4/11 in progress.
Suicide threat at the Sophocles Theater of Drama. A theater director called in reporting that one of the young dancers had locked herself in her dressing room and wouldn't respond to knocks at the door. I don't have the strength to break down the door, and I'm afraid the girl might have done something to herself. She was very upset to learn that she won't be among the principal cast in the upcoming premiere. This sounds like a job for Reed and Quatch. Man, the worst officer on this team is still at 2:30. Shift A is becoming almost respectable. Jack, we have something going down at the Sardia's jewelry store at 1900 hours. We wouldn't want any policemen crashing the party. I think 1,000 would be enough. Alright, so 1900 hours. Let's not forget this time, because we really fucked up with sand last time. Although City Hall is, like, real pissed at us, though.
11:10 in progress.
Smuggling at the port. Port officers opened a container. Instead of cement, as specified by the documents, they found boxes of very rare and expensive alcohol. Soon after, an SUV approached the place and 3 armed men got out. Screams and gunshots were heard. Okay, everybody. We'll keep Ping Chin and Simpson. Our officers broke in the door and found the dancer had simply fallen asleep. Alright, so hopefully these two get back, just in case they call for reinforcements. And hopefully we don't lose Markiplier. Because I'll be real upset. Okay, 1900 hours is coming up, so we're not going to do the one that Sand wants. Yep, reinforcements. Send everybody. Oh my god, they're real far away. I shouldn't have done that.
9/11 in progress.
Oh, but that's the one Sand wants me to ignore. The guards at the jewelry store detained a man who had quietly pocketed a necklace and several gold rings. The scumbag is acting all offended and refuses to turn out his pockets, said the store's head of security. Come and sort this out yourselves. I think not, actually.
1110 complete.
Nobody died! Ah, awesome. But we will ask the Mafia to sell that alcohol.
911.
Thank you. I'll take that. Yeah, that's fine.
910C in
Armed
progress.
robbery. Well, we gotta wait for our officers to get back, because they were all out on that thing. An obese woman wearing a bunny mask entered a boutique and told the saleswoman to put all the money from the register into a sports bag. When the clerk laughed, the woman wearing the mask pulled out a gun and fired it to the air. Another customer at the store whispered from the dressing room. Besides the money, she also wanted a red dress, size extra large. Alright. Send our best. And fuck it, we'll send SWAT too. Why not? It's the end of the day. And our SWAT works for us 3 times a day now, so... Got some new frames. Alright, that's just a single key. He has a ring of keys, so that's not it. So, he stores the drugs in an urn. Does he store them inside her office? Goods are brought through the main entrance after closing time. The direct filled urns. Okay, so that's inside the office. Great. So we'll store those in there. New frames, it's fine. New frames, it's fine. New frames. New frames! Come on, everybody's working on that one now. Good job, guys. And the day. Day 64. Alright, Freeburg hockey team's on strike. 3 months no pay. Garbage collection fee increases 25%. Jesus Christ. Christ icon discovered in a foundation of Buddhist temple. City Hall likes us a little bit more for some reason. Maybe that's just like how many days have we gone without pissing them off. Oh, we got some story.
What's this, Martin? Think that'll cover breakfast?
Good Lord, Jack. You should knock.
Don't worry, Martin. I don't care what kind of business you're up to. Although on second thought, scratch that. I'm very interested in your business. In fact, that's why I'm here. You have a lot of connections?
Depends on what you need.
I want to keep my job. I've got another 5 years in me at least. I want to prove my dismissal is illegal. You know someone who can help?
Jack, are you sure you want to get involved in this fight?
Martin, let's not,
Look at how old that phone is.
Got yourself a new toy?
Oh, you noticed, Martin. Just like a teenager. Always on the move. Yeah.
Hello. Is this Mr. Boyd?
Last I checked, who's this? And where did you get my personal number?
When you work at the prosecutor's office, it's not too hard to find someone's phone number.
The prosecutor's office? Just a second. Martin, out. I need to take this.
Isn't it Martin's office?
But Jack, it's my office. Okay, I understand. I'll go grab an ice cream. As for your little problem, Jack, I think we can work something out. Give me a couple of weeks.
Weeks?
Jack, what you're asking is...
Yeah, okay, I get it. Now get out already. I'm sorry, what did you say your name was?
My name is Lana Berman. I'm the deputy prosecutor of Freeburg. Well, one of the deputies. Not even the first deputy, to tell you the truth.
How can I help you, Miss Berman?
I don't know how to say this, Mr. Boyd. You see, Mr. Boyd, I'm in line to be the next prosecutor of Freeburg, and apparently that's happening quite soon.
Soon? Shia Broom was just re-elected for a new term.
Yes, but she'll be resigning in February. She's suffering from a heart condition, so she's chosen a replacement to carry out her term. And she chose me. You have no idea of the scandal, Mr. Boyd. I've only been at the prosecutor's office for half a year, and she chose me. It's incredible.
That really is unbelievable, Miss Berman. But what's it got to do with me?
Well, I understand how this call would seem strange to you, Mr. Boyd, but Mrs. Broom said she said that you have a lot going on, but you're the most honest official in the city. And if I really want to change the city for the better, and I swear that's what I want, then I should meet you.
I'm afraid Mrs. Broom was exaggerating.
Oh, believe me, Mr. Boyd, Mrs. Broom is not one to exaggerate. I'm sorry, Mr. Boyd, I need to run. Do you mind if I call you later?
Do I mind? Let me think. No, I don't mind, Miss Berman.
Thank you, Mr. Boyd.
She was so excited. I like her. I like Lana. They say it's gonna rain today and I have a very weak immune system. I'm afraid I might get sick. No! I'm too tired. Yes. I drank too. Fine, McCoy. We have a stripe to give out. You know what? Mole could use a stripe. Because Mole's been with us since the beginning and she's awesome. Old Merkbow Reach. Sure. Nice. And I can't get any more SWAT upgrades either. How's everything in the labor market? Alright, everything is full. Right at the city center, noise from a garbage truck woke up a vagabond who was sleeping on a nearby bench. The homeless man became very angry and went on to scold the truck's driver. A fight ensued. Middleton and Sterling, you can head on out there. You and your weak immune system. Jesus Christ, what do I pay you people for? I just shared $7 with you guys. Well, really, $3.50. Because I kept $3.50. $3.50 shared across 36 employees.
911 in progress.
Theft at Desire Park. Jose Mama reported a run-in with a pickpocket at the park. His wallet was stolen along with some documents and an expensive watch. I'm sure it was that red-haired brat. He was rubbing all over me. Koenig, Scott, take Sevchenko with you.
311A complete.
Good job, ladies. Sitting quietly on the bench is a red-haired guy who fits the description, but in the distance there's a woman struggling with a young man in the hood, shouting and clutching her bag. Keep an eye open for other suspects. The guy in the hoodie notices the police and tries to escape. He stumbles and several wallets and pieces of jewelry come tumbling from his pockets. Chase the fleeing man down, shoot the fleeing man with the taser, walk over to the bench and hit the red-haired guy in the face. Chase the fleeing man down. Good job, guys. I bet it was Scott. Scott looks nice and athletic.
1310 in
Been
progress.
fraud in the residential area. Hello, I was contacted by a lawyer named Donald Horton Jr. who told me some wonderful news. It turns out I'm a distant relative of an Nigerian prince who recently died, and he left me $15 billion. I only need to pay $20,000 in gold bullion to open an account to receive the money. But I noticed that the lawyer carries a pistol, so I decided to play it safe and called in a police escort to make sure everything goes smoothly. It sounds like a job for Floridor, who's awesome, and Hunter, who looks a lot like me, and so must be awesome. And she's got 400 man points, so, you know, she is a little awesome.
214 in progress.
Public indecency at a bus stop. Phyllis Emery is clearly beside herself. This jerk took out his crooked dick in the middle of a crowded bus and started to poke me with it. God, it was so disgusting, I screamed. And several of the men on the bus grabbed the pervert and wrestled him to the ground. Alright, let's send Tony Baloney and Crosby. Sounds like a job for you guys. Good job, guys. My best. Florida's past 1,300. That's amazing. City Hall has had a wall repainted by some hooligans. If the police can't do their jobs in a timely manner and send these criminals to prison, then they can spend their shift cleaning it off the wall. We'll send Middleton and Sterling out. This will get us a little bit more in City Hall's good books, so... How? How? Tony Baloney, you let me down. He was on a bus, wrestled to the ground by a bunch of other male passengers. Oh my gosh. Theft in the parking lot. An eyewitness saw a man in a pickup truck cruising down a road, stopping at every parked car and siphoning off fuel into a spare tank he carried on his back. Passerby went up to him, but saw he had a gun and ran. Drug sales. An elderly man called into the station in a rage. I went to the drugstore to buy a hearing aid and a pain reliever, and the guy behind the counter tried to sell me cocaine. That's a false alarm. Armed robbery. Let's wait for some of our guys to get back. Oh my gosh. Carjacking. Alarms are coming in from the Hell on Wheels motor show. Eyewitness reports a group of attackers broke in the window, ran inside, and stole 6 luxury cars. According to one onlooker, they all drove off in the same direction, so you should be able to catch them all. Oh, shit. Oh, Middleton and Sterling are gone! Fuck. You guys gotta go alone.
Looks like we have a situation.
The suspect
here.
has been sighted. He squatted down next to someone's car, one end on the hose of the gas tank, the other end of the hose is in the suspect's mouth. Apparently he's trying to siphon fuel. Dry weapons slowly approach, sneak up close behind him and strike a match to see him better. He sees the police, pulls out a gun from his rear holster. He shoots wildly but misses. Rush the suspect and tackle him.
911.
Good job, guys. It's probably a bad idea to get fuel into your mouth. The old man has a hearing problem. The pharmacist was explaining that the old man's Vicodin prescription had expired, and he mistakenly heard something about cocaine. I don't think someone's gonna get back in time for this. Yeah.
We've got a situation.
The man fires a shotgun in the air and yells at the editor, "Better bring me the fucking book right now, or you'll be the hero in tomorrow's obituaries. You there, throw down your weapon or you'll be reading all about it in the morgue. Shoot the criminal with the taser. Ask the editor for a second copy of the book." Good job, guys! I didn't really have that much faith in you, but you did it. During a performance, someone began shouting racial speech at a black singer and then fired several shots from a pistol. The room descended in panic as everyone ran for the exits. That should be good.
112 in progress.
DUI. A passerby reported a dark sedan speeding through red lights, swerving from side to side. He's got to be drunk or stoned. Just thought you'd want to know. I do want to know, so thank you very much for that. No new frames. Good job. No new frames. I put all my officers on that. Oh, jeez. Okay. Well, Tony Baloney and Crosby, you better go. Ugh. The police cruiser caught up with the sedan, which is swerving dangerously all over the road. Stop the engine immediately, run the sedan into the curb, follow behind it. The sedan suddenly turns into an underground parking garage. Head the other way, tell the attendant to block all the exits. Tell the attendant to block all the exits. Good job, guys! What? How? Who died? Did the driver die? No, that would be the offender.
412.
Well, everybody won here. Man, Florida's awesome. Alright, Freeburg Tribune says girl sets house fire to watch firefighters. Golden Bird says Freeburg mail truck is missing. We only have one? And the fact says nursing home to get cable TV. Why? Why did this happen? We did what they wanted yesterday. I'm so tired. Okay. Stovall, you're one of our best, so go for it. Did we look at this one? Yes, we did. So it's just this one that we haven't listened to yet. Careless Love. Please be advised that we are unhappy with the efficiency of Freeburg TV. We're cutting the department's budget. God fucking damn it. I'm sorry, Crosby, but you kinda suck. Yeah.
412 in progress.
Assault at the milk factory. Factory worker Vitaly Samsonov quarreled with the head of the plant and attacked him. Colleagues called the police but are afraid to intervene because Samsonov is strong as an ox. He took us all by surprise. Everett, take out White and Dixon on this. In disorderly contact at the dump, about 24 Amish men chased everyone out of the city dump and blocked all access. The Amish community claims that the land belongs to them, as evidence they're presented a handwritten document. An eyewitness reports say that they're not behaving very peaceably, but there are hardly any weapons aside from a few pitchforks, and it should be good for Simpson and Pingchin and Quatch to take the paddy wagon as well. Because I guess there's no harm in it. Vitaly Samsonov is holding the plant manager over a vat of milk. The manager is crying and kicking his feet, and then what? He wets his pants. Release the hostage immediately. Jesus Christ, don't pee in the milk. Children drink that or take aim at the release the hostage.
412A.
Good job, guys. Oh, we need reinforcements at the dump. Alright, then Reed and Aspen head on out. And we'll keep Markiplier and Pongdana just in case something big goes down. Or just simply we need somebody else.
415
Reckless endangerment at the Freeburg Zoo. Oh, that requires a number of people, so we'll hold out. Alright, so people are back. We received numerous calls from visitors at the local zoo who saw a drunken zoo employee open the cheetah cage. The dangerous cats are running amok and have started to attack people. Alright, but we'll keep Dixon on deck, just in case. He can't go out by himself, there's cop killers. Good job, guys! Noise complaint at the cemetery. The caretaker at the cemetery reported strange sounds coming from the crypt. I'm afraid it's the dead finally come back. These are dark days. I think that's probably a false alarm.
415.
Alright, good job, guys. Awesome. Everybody's kind of back at the same time, which is awesome. So we'll send out Dixon, because Dixon wasn't out. And we'll send Simpson and Chin with you. Although, I'm almost certain this is a false alarm.
910C in progress.
I'm robbery at the LifeWire store. A man wearing a ski mask has entered the LifeWire consumer electronics store. He pulled out a gun and demanded all the money, the most expensive toaster. The store security guard was fast on his feet and managed to knock the gun out of the robber's hands. But then he grabbed a sales assistant by the throat and he's threatening to strangle her unless his demands are met. Alright, Markiplier, take out these guys with you. You know, let them see how it's done.
We
The door to the vault opens and there's a rustling down in the darkness. Oh shit. Hey, is there someone alive down there? Blindly feel your way down. Shine a flashlight down there. Oh shit, 2 homeless men jump out of the darkness. They're carrying a shovel and some jewelry. They don't seem to want to give up their plunder so easily. You there, throw down your shovel or we'll bury you. Hit them with the nightstick, use the taser.
511 in progress.
Huh, it wasn't a false alarm. We found jewelry, which we'll sell.
We've got a
A
situation
man in a ski
here.
mask is in the middle of the store, holding a girl by her throat and yelling at employees. Calm down, just let go of the girl and just leave. Pull the gun on him and make it clear that he'd better give up. Try to sneak up behind the suspect. Let the girl go. The man releases the girl and starts to run and enters a room with a bunch of refrigerators and disappears. Come out or else. Expand the search of the entire store. Check all the refrigerators. Search the whole store.
9 custody complete.
Good job, guys! There's been a firefight at the Rabinovich Casino, and a gang has stormed the casino and went straight for the utility room. The eyewitness who called the police said he heard gunshots and then the gang members started carrying out some boxes. Let's wait till we have more officers back for that, if we can. I think they'll all be back within 20 seconds. Yeah, come on, guys, come on. There we go. And we'll send SWAT in the paddy wagon since it's pretty much the end of the day.
110A in progress.
Vehicular accident in Chinatown. The owner of a grocery store car saw a car drive onto the sidewalk and knock over a girl who was playing on her roller skates. The bastard stopped, waited a second, then backed over the child again. I've heard that's how the Chinese do it back home, but are we really gonna let them get away with it here? No, we are not. Jesus Christ.
711 in
Oh, that's
progress.
unfortunate.
110A complete.
Good job, guys.
511 complete.
Mr. Boyd, have you prepared the corpses I've asked for? Oh shit, I forgot about this. No. Alright, good job, everybody. Oh, and we found automatic weapons, which we will sell. Prostitution at Kevin's Throat Bar. Frank Zucker reports that a young blonde in a short red dress approached him at the bar and offered to go to bed with him for cash. I've never laid down with a whore. Can you believe this bitch?
1312
God
in
damn it.
progress.
Come on, oh, come on, come on. Oh, just. Imprisonment in Debbie's special cafe. A man with a strong Spanish accent said that a dozen people are being held against their will in the basement of the cafe. The hostess of the cafe seeks out needy immigrants, gains their trust, and promises them mountains of gold, then imprisons them and makes them work around the clock for stale food. According to the man who was called, he's one of the slaves, but he managed to escape. The woman also has 5 armed guards who regularly beat up the least productive workers. Okay, sounds like we need our best guys for that. Police impersonation at Lucifer in the Sky with lizards, which I love. 4 police officers have entered the nightclub and started arresting people for having fun. They bullied the girls, and when the guys got angry, they beat them up and humiliated them. One of them put a gun into a patient's mouth and shouted at the others. Another cop knocked out a man's front teeth with the butt of his gun. The club manager has serious doubts that these are even real police officers, and suspects that one of his competitors might have sent them over to cause trouble. Well, let's send 4 of our own police officers over there. Drug possession. We got a new frame. Alright, that's a real big truck, so that's probably not it, but we'll keep it anyway. Hit and run, nothing. 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 Oh my god. Alright, so we're gonna open this investigation and figure it out. Alright. No. Alright, so... We gotta figure this out. Alright, so I do really think this is a museum guard. Alright, so he walks through the museum at night, and at the end he cuts the thing. He breaks the glass. Maybe he takes a brick out of his bag and then puts it oh my fucking god. Rafael Campos, museum security guard who thought he'd earned some money for his old age from the new painting that had everyone talking.
612 complete.
Blonde is Frank Zucker's ex-girlfriend. She'd come to the bar with a few of her friends when Frank saw her and decided to teach her a lesson. God fucking damn it. Oh shit. Who's the head of that investigation? Mole?
Looks like we have a situation
The police
here.
found a secret tunnel into the basement and descends into a very dark and smelly room. The man notices the police and shouts something, very quickly disappears inside. Turn on the flashlight and inspect the room. Chase the man, climb up, find the cafe, and turn on the flashlight. Police are taking enemy fire! Duck into the next room, pray the bullets miss, pull out the peppers, return fire! If you're taking fire, you have the right to shoot back. That is the Second Amendment. Well, part of the Second Amendment.
I was trying to raise 10-1.
We don't have backup for you, I'm sorry. But you did it anyway. Alright, so we'll end the day. I think Mole is... Oh, we don't have her. Yeah, Mole's working tomorrow anyway, so that should be fine. Oh, we got some story. Jesus Christ, calm down.
Mr. Boyd, I am Agent Avrahami, and this is Agent Roberts. You'll have to come with us.
What now? Oh.
Please get dressed, Mr. Boyd. We'll wait for you in the car. Mr. Boyd, did you hear what I said?
You know what? You boys can go to hell. I'm not going anywhere. Not right now, at least. You can come down to the police station during regular hours. You can't just come to my house while I'm sleeping, pull me out of bed without any breakfast. Right now, the only place I'm going is back to bed. I'm closing the door now, and if you...
Jack, what's all this? I told everyone what a great sport you are and how fun it would be to play a little joke on you. Where's your sense of humor gone?
Ethan, it's 5 in the morning. At this hour, the only thing that'll get me laughing is one of you feds slipping on a banana peel.
That would be funny.
Well, what'd I tell you? He's such a joker.
You're getting old, Ethan.
You're getting fatter, Jack.
And you're getting boring.
And you're getting fired.
Fine.
Oh.
You win.
But you're still a snappy dresser, Jack. As I'm sure you can guess, we've got an assignment here in Freeburg. Come on, let's go. We'll fill you in at the scene. Oh, and I really am glad to see you, Jack. You have no idea.
So if
Meet
the
Jack.
FBI is here,
This is
then...
Agent Suresh, Agent Kumaro, Agent Ellis, and Agent Dixon.
Jeez, how many men did you bring?
11 people on my team, plus 2 heads, but they're still asleep at the hotel. We got to Freeburg a couple hours ago. Actually, I was asked not to communicate with the local police, at least until the press conference, but, well, you're a friend. By the way, you're lucky you didn't have time for breakfast.
Oh, shit. Have we got, like, a serial killer or something? That'd be cool. Oh, shit.
Now, the press are calling him the Dentist. Just like every other fucking maniac, he's got his own stupid nickname. We spent 19 years chasing this guy. The MO is always the same. He kills young women in a small town, drops out of sight, and then reappears on the other end of the country with a fresh set of victims. He kills without hesitation, stuns the victim, then strangles her while she's unconscious. And that's when things get fun. He uses a power tool to ream out the dead girl's mouth. For 5 years, we've heard nothing. That's the longest break he's ever taken. Then 6 hours ago, we got a crazy anonymous tip that the dentist was in Freeburg, and he'd already committed his first murder. They even told us the address of the house. Looks like our anonymous tip came from the dentist himself, but that hasn't been verified yet. Oh, Dixon, don't go anywhere. So, Jack, listen. Dixon will take you to the station. You can bring your people up to speed. I'm looking forward to full cooperation, and it would be great if you could bag a criminal like this before you retire. A nice farewell. You know what I'm saying, Jack?
Yeah, a nice farewell.
I would love
Dixon,
to catch a serial
Mr. Boyd will tell
killer.
you where to take him. Come on, look alive. You're the police chief's driver today, if that's good enough for you. I'll come around to see you tonight. Buy us some beers, huh? But not that piss you normally drink. That stuff gives me wicked heartburn.
I like Palmer. Our house burnt down last night and my elderly father was inside. We need to somehow make sense of this and then start planning the funeral. Can I take off work today? Absolutely you can. They say it's gonna rain today. No! I need to take my car to the shop. No! Chief, my son came down with a serious illness. I think I better take off work. So, yeah, fine. But McCoy, you are never fucking in. Never. I don't really remember what any of these sound like. Okay, so, okay. Well, alright. The storage space has been rented in the name of Rafael Campos. This might be where he's keeping the stolen painting. Rafael Campos lives alone in a small apartment. It's probably there. So we'll send Gorshkov and Middleton in. Okay, I need 2 detectives. Oh, great, because they're all off the case. Alejo, take Armstrong with you. 21-year-old Allison Bell, City Hall intern, was brutally murdered at her apartment. There's been an assault at the residential area. An obese man found himself stuck inside an elevator, but when people attempted to help him, he lashed out and began to strangle one of them. This is the 3rd time I'm late to work, and it's all because of this fucking elevator. There you go. No, you know what? Keep Scott. Koenig and Sterling can go by themselves. I've just realized this is day 4, and I didn't mean to do that, so this will be a little bit of a longer episode. The dentist threw me off, man. Threw me off. Attempted murder in the residential area. An elderly concierge reports that he saw an angry girl through the window attacking someone's car with a baseball bat, yelling, "Get out, you painted wretch! Come on, I know you can hear me. I'll kill you myself." Okay. Scott and Sobchenko, you can do that. Wrong place? Alright, then let's wait for everybody to get back. Got frames found. Dr. Alejo fell into a violent trap sent by the dentist and was declared dead on the scene? Mr. Boyd, after the needless death of Detective Alejo, the guys had a quick worry and we decided we can't keep going on assignments like this without SWAT support. Hello, Jack. I suspect you don't like the dentist nickname any more than I do, but let's just say that's who I am and get down to business. Take a good look at the postcard I sent you. It points to a place where I hid something. Follow the clues, keep on the trail. Let's say there's a reason I'm giving you a chance to catch me, but don't dare share this clue with the feds or the trail will go cold, I promise you. And hurry, if you don't figure out the right place in the next 24 hours, I'll destroy all the evidence and walk away. Let's keep the clue. Palmer will understand. Alright, so we got a lot of angels, and like a house, and like a lot of angels. Some of them are fighting. Flip. Oh, that's just what we had. Okay. And then we also have a yellow halo pizza. That's probably it, right? With all the angels? Yeah, that's gotta be it. Chief, you've gotten yourself into a dangerous game and you can't win without evidence on the dentist. Don't you hold in your hand the key to what happened to the victims. Look closely at the image on the card. It'll help you figure out where the evidence is hidden. Send your detectives and don't go around blindly guessing. I doubt you have the resources to go to all the possible places in time.
412A.
Good job, guys. Alright, we gotta wait for, Mola's not quite back yet, so we'll wait until, I spent Gorshkov and Middleton out, so we'll wait for them to come back. Jesus Christ, okay. Mr. Boyd, my attempts to raise the ratings of Justice for All has failed, and I was let go. But I'm getting ready to launch a new TV project, and this time without the harsh everyday life of the ordinary police officers. For the pilot episodes, I need 2 cops who will ride around for several hours, and will go around the city in a police car and record various real-life stories. Your officers will be awarded $300, and you'll get a more impressive bonus. This time we do have a real budget. Alright, so Mole's back. We'll send Gorshkov and Middleton again, and head on out. Alright, so,
410A complete.
Awesome. Good job, guys. Alright, so we got Papa Carl's Pizza, Holy House Pizza, Sliced Pizza, and Dollar Olive Pizza. It's gotta be Holy House, right? Armstrong, and SWAT. Head on out. Alright, so we'll send out Sterling and Baloney. Or right among us. Jack, Officer Gorshkov somehow learned about the postcard from the dentist, and he's up in arms that you've been suppressing evidence. He's demanded that I take action immediately, or he's taking this directly to the prosecutor's office. I convinced him to sit on it for a couple more days, but we have to do something fast. Uh-oh. 3 people died in a blaze at the Freeburg Birth Control Union Women's Center. Alright. Canoe? Oh wait, that's still there. Okay. Amazing. Case closed. Hell yes. Alright. So theft. We're putting all the rest of our detectives on this. Try to get the theft out of here. I found a piece of evidence. Alright, so it's like a yellow claw, so it must go to this. So yes, I was right. I feel correct about that.
911 fraud.
Theft at the fraud at Fortune Bank. A bank employee reports that a suspicious man came to the bank. He's obviously trying to cash a forged check. The cashier also says the man is hiding something under his jacket. Florida, you and Hunter haven't been out at all today. Chief, thank you for the wonderful help. I think it'll make a great TV series. In fact, we ran out of true stories and had to improvise a little. I think someone blurted out that something not very nice about the police, about you personally, but don't take it to heart. $10,000! Theft, Michael Gibson was only away from his vegetable shop for 2 minutes, and someone managed to steal a big cart full of watermelons. My watermelons! I bought that hauler a month ago. Bright orange, easy to spot. The thing weighs almost 500 pounds, so they can't have gotten far. We'll send the rest of our guys to that. Arson investigation has started. Michael Ayers, nurse. I was about to go home when the building suddenly lost power and it got really quiet. Then I heard a muffled noise like a little clap from just down the street. The building had about 10 employees. I didn't notice the smoke at first. When I saw the fire, I began to yell, but it was too late. Some people just didn't make it out. Sylvia James, a doctor. At the time of the tragedy, I should have already been home. I was just leaving when I ran into Ronald Sherman on the street. He's the ex-husband of one of our patients who decided not to have her child after she consulted with the Freeburg Birth Control Union. After that, Mr. Sherman openly quarreled with his wife. I understand he beat her, and later they divorced. Since then, he's come to our office several times, and on the evening of the fire, he was standing across the road wearing a large backpack. He made a point of walking past me and muttered something in the spirit of "burn in hell, bitch." I thought how close I already was to hell if people could wear such ugly red sweaters. Sean Galaviz, fire inspector. The fire was started with a small plastic canister filled with an accelerant, which was thrown from the street through an open window. When the fire began, the building was already without power, which interfered with the usual evacuation plan. Damage to the external cable showed that they were not cut, simply pulled from the wall by force. Alright, that sounds pretty cut and dry. It was the scorned would-be father, wearing an ugly red sweater with a Molotov cocktail.
Looks like we have a situation.
The suspect is sitting
here.
in the chair, obviously nervous. He grows very agitated when he sees the police and starts banging his foot on the floor. Watch the suspect. The man suddenly jumps and grabs a woman standing next to him, putting a huge knife to her throat. He knows that the police are there for him. My friend, you're going to find yourself in a body bag. You better release that hostage quick. I know it's not your fault. Let's go down to the station and talk about this. Let go of the woman. Get out of here. We're not here for you. Did that work? Yeah! Yeah! Florida and Hunter are like my A-team.
811 in progress. Officer on
Across the market, there's an elderly couple rolling a big blue cart filled with the fruit that looked like watermelons. Hit the man with the nightclub, twist the woman's arm behind her back, and throw it to the ground. Continue the search for criminals, because it's an orange cart. Around the farmer's market, there are 3 carts. One of them is orange, filled with watermelons. 3 women are carrying something over to a small truck. Watch until someone goes to the orange cart. Good day, ladies. Did you see anyone suspicious come through here? Perhaps some watermelon-stealing scumbags? Or arrest the women? Wait till someone goes to the orange cart.
911.
Excellent. Trespassing. Bill Buckler says there are no less than 20 cultists have taken up residence on the farm. They claim that the house and the surrounding acreage belong to them. The Lord has given unto us this land for our suffering. According to Buckler's unwanted guess, some of the cultists are armed. Alright, well I guess we'll send all we got. Everyone else is on their way back, so... fucking Alejo is doing. We need to hire another detective, right? But Alejo died. Did I already hire one and just completely forgot?
811 complete.
Awesome. Good job, guys. Tony Baloney's actually, like, almost a real cop. Oh, I got 3 new frames for the arson, but none of those are red sweaters, so none of those are real. Nothing there. That's okay, I guess. Gonna be one more call for the night? I'm sure it's this guy. I think we're just missing like 1 frame for this. Maybe... because he took the garbage bags. Maybe... is that the janitor's cart? That looks like a wheelchair. The lights are on in this one. No, I think we're missing frames here. I think he shuts off the light, and then he does the keys, and then he robs the place, and then he goes away. I think we're missing like a frame in here of him actually stealing the garbage bags. Declare Alejo dead. Oh, I couldn't hire anybody.
So I went downstairs figuring I'd find some mercenary or an escaped serial killer or some other lowlife I'd put away, right? But when I hit the lights, I saw a young kid. Couldn't have been 20. Skinny, dirty. Didn't even have a real weapon, just a rusty shiv. He just stood there, didn't say anything. My whole career, I've been staring down the most dangerous people in the country, and the only one to get into my house and scare my family to death was just some kid about to crap his pants. And I pointed my gun at him, and he just stood there with his mouth open.
Bad luck for him.
He was pretty lucky to still be alive. And you know what? It was you that saved him.
I think you have me confused with somebody else, Ethan.
No. Listen. All these years, me and Marla joked about how dangerous my job is. We figured that sooner or later someone would sneak into our house and cut us to pieces, yeah? Pretty dark jokes, but innocent enough. And Marla asks me not to jump into gunfights when she kisses me on the cheek before I leave for work. It's like we figured that if we joke about stuff like that, then it'll never actually happen. But, while I trained my gun at the kid's nose, I finally realized someone really can get into our house. Someone really can cut us to pieces. Now that it finally happened, I can't make any more jokes like that. Marla won't laugh anymore. She'll burst into tears and stay in bed all day crying, hating me more and more every second. So I figured the only way out of the situation was to show her that if someone really does dare to break into our house, he's guaranteed to get a bullet in the face. He'll die right there on the living room carpet.
God, Ethan, didn't know you were so bloodthirsty.
I'm telling you, Jack, I was serious about shooting this kid right there where he stood. I was about to pull the trigger. But then I remembered you. Remembered 1,000 years ago, we went to the lake and had some beers after an ethics lecture at the academy. I was all angry with that professor, Laszlo, yeah. Remember what he always told us? Being a good policeman is very simple. You just need to keep doing the right thing. I hated those pretentious speeches. I cussed Laszlo up and down and said, if you always do what's right, you've turned yourself into a robot. And you just sat there, drunk eyes staring into the distance, and you were all calm and said, "No, Ethan, it's the other way around. To do the right thing takes everything you got as a human."
I said that? Oh, what an idiot I was.
Come on, Jack, it's not funny. When things get bad, it's those moments you gotta be hopeful and stay human. And I did just like you said. I stayed human. And then I slapped the cuffs on the kid in one quick move, just like Bobby Flash.
Bobby Flash?
What? You don't remember Evening Freeburg, the old news column? Stories about the cop hero Bobby Flash? Yeah, I heard they even published a book a few years ago.
Oh, that Bobby Flash.
Yeah, that Bobby Flash. How can you not remember Bobby Flash? We all argued at junior high about which one of us would be Bobby Flash when he grows up. Oh, I'm no Bobby Flash. Hero cop would never think about shooting a terrified teenager.
I like Bobby Flash. It's a cool name.
But wait a minute. If I'm not Bobby Flash, then maybe you are.
Yeah, maybe so.
Alright, well, I've overstayed my welcome this episode, so thank you everybody so much for watching. I've been Rael, and I'll see you next time. Bye!